Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, the host of this show where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. After an investor expresses interest in funding your deal, the first question to ask is, what is your diligence process? While most diligence processes follow the same format of document review, analysis with follow-up questions, each investor has their own start time, time frame of work, and specific documents they look for. Best to ask for their process and then follow along with it. Having a due diligence box with the standard documents helps a great deal. It shows you are prepared, and there's usually only minor additions you need to make for each investor. It's helpful to make contact with the associate or analyst who will be doing the detailed work and have a direct line of communication with them. In some cases, if you build a rapport, you may have the option of contacting them directly for progress status and updates. Position your calls as opportunities to answer questions and help the associate find specific pieces of information. If the investor does not have a specific process, then presenting the due diligence box should be enough. For new investors who are not sure what to do, you can offer to walk them through the diligence document by document, showing them all the relevant information. The investors are busy and can get drawn away by other deals, so it's important to be timely with the follow-up. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start up something today. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for the basis of investment decisions.